This comment section solved a cold case. When Lila uploaded the grainy, 30-second clip to her tiny YouTube channel, she didn't expect anything. The video showed her walking through the remains of her grandmother's house in northern Michigan. Wood rotting, wallpaper peeling like skin, and time clawing at every surface. She titled it, "Exploring My Grandma's Abandoned House, Creepy Find in the Basement." It was a throwaway post. Just another forgotten house. Another dark basement. Another harmless bit of nostalgia for a woman Lila barely remembered. But the internet had other plans. It was the comment section that turned the video viral. Not the jump scare. Not the old toy rocking horse still swinging. Not the strange etching on the basement wall. It was one comment, buried between emojis and ghost stories, that changed everything. Wait, pause at 019. That symbol on the basement beam, that was part of the Glenmont girl case. She disappeared in 1996. The Glenmont girl. Even saying it sounded like a legend, not a person. In the late summer of 1996, 14-year-old Rebecca Sloan vanished while walking home from her friend's house in Glenmont, a small town just 2 hours from where Lila's grandmother had lived. Her backpack was found near an abandoned train depot. One sneaker, a torn page from a novel, and what looked like a hand-drawn symbol. A circle intersected by 3 diagonal lines. A symbol no one could trace. No suspects. No leads. No closure. Until now. Lila rewatched her own video in stunned silence. The camera had panned across the basement support beam too quickly for her to notice the first time. But there it was. That exact same symbol scratched into the wood. The video exploded. Commenters became investigators. People slowed the clip down frame by frame. They began posting theories, screenshots, even crude sketches comparing the basement symbol with crime scene evidence from the Glenmont case. A woman claiming to be Rebecca's childhood neighbor wrote, "She was obsessed with symbols. Said they kept her safe from the dark truck man. We all thought it was imaginary." Another comment, "There was a handyman named Cliff that worked around Glenmont in the 90s. He drove a black truck. Vanished a year after the girl did." The rabbit hole deepened. Someone found an old real estate listing from 1998 that showed Lila's grandmother's house had briefly been rented out, for 6 months, to a man named Clifford Mallory. The same year Rebecca disappeared. That wasn't just a coincidence. Lila contacted the police. She didn't expect them to take a YouTube comment section seriously. But they did. A cold case detective named Rachel Chin arrived within 48 hours. She wasn't skeptical. She'd seen stranger breaks come from stranger places. What haunted her most was that she'd worked the Glenmont case as a rookie. She walked slowly through the basement, touching the beam where the symbol had been carved. Then she asked something Lila didn't expect. "Has anything in this house ever felt off to you? Like someone was trying to hide more than memories?" That's when Lila remembered the wall behind the washing machine. Her grandmother always told her not to touch it. "Just the old coal chute," she'd said. But it wasn't. With Rachel's help, they pried it open and found a small crawl space no more than 3 feet high. Inside, a child's sock, faded and brittle, a broken locket, and scratched into the farthest corner, 5 words, "Rebecca was here. Please help." The house became a crime scene overnight. Forensics moved in. Journalists circled like vultures. But what stunned everyone wasn't just the discovery. It was how the truth came out. Reddit threads picked up the story. Former Glenmont residents started sharing old photos. One even found a yearbook image showing Clifford Mallory working as a janitor at Rebecca's middle school. Then came the biggest breakthrough. A forum user posted a police sketch that had never been released publicly. It looked exactly like Clifford. He died in 2003, a quiet heart attack, buried in an unmarked grave. But he'd left something behind, Rebecca's journal, found hidden inside a boarded-up drawer in Lila's attic. Its pages were stained, faded, but legible. The final entry. "He brings me to the basement when the house is empty. Says I have to be quiet or Grandma will send me away. But I don't think she knows I'm here." The case was officially closed. Rebecca's family finally laid her to rest. The symbol became a symbol of its own. shared across the internet as a sign of vigilance, remembrance, and strange justice in the age of viral truth. But what lingered was something harder to explain. The way people, strangers from across the world, had come together to solve a crime authorities couldn't. A video made without intention had unearthed a secret buried for decades. Lila stood in her grandmother's backyard one last time before the house was demolished. The final comment she read said it best. "We didn't just watch the story. We became the story. And maybe that's the only justice some people ever get." 2 months later, Lila received a small package with no return address. Inside was a Polaroid of Rebecca, smiling and alive, in front of a house that wasn't the one in Michigan. On the back, "You only found one girl. There are others."